Into the second half of the race now, barely anything to choose between the athletes. It's so close on the line. I think it was Zoe Hobbs. 10:92 with the following wins.
What happens when a sprinter who was once told to quit the 100 meters walks out onto a rain-soaked track and makes history? And what does it take to win a gold medal that your entire country has waited more than 60 years for? Tonight, at Scotstoun Stadium in Glasgow, in cold, drizzly, almost brutal conditions, one runner answered both of those questions in under 11 seconds. Her name is Zoe Hobbs. And by the time she crossed the finish line, New Zealand had its first ever Commonwealth Games gold medal in the women's 100 meters. Stick around, because this story has everything heartbreak, doubt, a stumble that almost cost her everything, and a finish that left her in tears. Before we get into the race itself, let's be clear about something. This story is not rumor, and it's not speculation. It's confirmed by multiple independent and credible sources. Every outlet reports the exact same result, the exact same times, and the exact same reactions. So everything you're about to hear is verified. Now, picture the scene. It's Tuesday night, July 28th, 2026, at the Glasgow Commonwealth Games. The sky over Scotstoun Stadium has been dumping rain for hours. The track is soaked, the air is cold, and out in lane 7 with lane 8 sitting empty because a Jamaican athlete didn't show stands 28-year-old Zoe Hobbs. This isn't her first rodeo. Back at the 2022 Birmingham Commonwealth Games, she finished 5th in this exact event. And if you go back even further, the only New Zealand woman to ever medal in the 100 meters at these games was Doreen Porter, who won silver over 100 yards, and that was back in 1962, over 60 years ago. So when the starting gun fires tonight, there's more than just a race on the line. There's history. The race the gun goes off, and Hobbs explodes out of the blocks. From lane 7, she takes control early and never lets go. Rain is pouring down, the track is slick, visibility is poor, and yet Hobbs runs the race of her life. She crosses the line in 10.93 seconds. That time doesn't just win her the gold medal, it smashes her own personal best of 10.94 seconds. It sets a brand new Oceania record, and it becomes the new New Zealand national record. Behind her, England's Amy Hunt fights hard to claim silver, crossing in 10.98 seconds. And in third place, Australia's Torrie Lewis storms home for bronze in 10.99 seconds, a mark that also becomes a new Australian national record. Officials confirm the wind reading was plus 1.0, comfortably within the legal limit of plus 2.0, which means every single one of these marks counts. No asterisks, no what-ifs, just pure record-breaking performance. For New Zealand, this is the first ever Commonwealth Games gold medal in the women's 100 meters, ever in the entire history of the Games. The road here wasn't easy to understand how big this moment is. You need to understand what Hobbs went through just to reach the final. She qualified 4th fastest going into the final after finishing 2nd in her semifinal, running 11.04 seconds behind Amy Hunt. But that semifinal was chaos. Hobbs was drawn into a brutal heat alongside both Amy Hunt and Jamaica's Janelle Smith, arguably the toughest semifinal of the night. And then the rain got worse. Hobbs later described it as unlike anything she'd ever experienced. She said she was almost blind at the start line because she couldn't wipe her face without smudging her makeup, and her vision was blurred. Every step she took, water splashed everywhere. Her shoes were completely soaked through. She'd even chosen to wear tights for that race, which she admitted afterward was probably a mistake because they got heavy and waterlogged. Despite all of that, she found a way through to the final. And then she found another gear entirely when it mattered most. The bigger picture here is something that makes this win even sweeter. Earlier in her career, Hobbs was told that the 100 meters wasn't for her, that it was too difficult, and that she should focus on other events instead. Tonight, in the pouring rain, on a track that turned into a shallow river, she proved every single one of those doubters wrong. And she wasn't the only story worth watching. silver medalist Amy Hunt already holds a world championship medal in the 200 meters, which adds serious weight to her performance here. Meanwhile, bronze medalist Torrie Lewis had been turning heads all through the semifinals, alongside Hunt and England's Imani Lonsiquote, who ultimately finished fourth in 11.02 seconds. Rounding out the final standings, Jamaica's Jodian Williams and Canada's Audrey Leduc both crossed in 11.09 seconds for 5th and 6th, while Canada's Sadie McCreath finished 7th in 11.14 seconds. The reaction when Hobbs finally had a moment to speak to media. The emotion was still raw. She said the win made her a little emotional, explaining that she's been chasing this for so long and that athletics has never been a traditional pathway in New Zealand. She admitted that outside of her own team, she doesn't think many people believed she could walk away with a gold medal. Speaking to Sky Sport, she called the whole experience wild, almost impossible to put into words. She reflected again on being told years ago that she'd never make it as a sprinter in the 100 meters, and how surreal it felt to not only make the final, but to win it. She also opened up about a scary moment mid-race, a stumble she had to fight through, unsure in that instant whether it would cost her the win. She said the rest of the race became a blur, but somehow she held her form, and somehow she found the dip at the line, something she admits isn't usually her strength. Looking ahead, Hobbs sounded hungry for more. She said she's in the form of her life and that she's excited to see what she can do if she gets a race in warm, dry conditions with a good tailwind. Since tonight the air was still and the flags barely moved. As for silver medalist Amy Hunt, she described a mix of emotions after the race, proud to join the list of legendary athletes who've medaled in this event before her, even while admitting her own race wasn't perfect. As she put it, the 100 meters is a game of perfection, and tonight, she wasn't quite perfect. So let's recap the podium from a night nobody in Glasgow will forget. Gold, Zoe Hobbs of New Zealand, in 10.93 seconds, a new Oceania record, a new national record, and the first Commonwealth Games gold for New Zealand in this event ever. Silver, Amy Hunt of England, in 10.98 seconds. Bronze, Torrie Lewis of Australia in 10.99 seconds, a new Australian national record. 3 athletes, 3 records, 1 unforgettable night in the rain. For New Zealand, this win closes a chapter that's been open since 1962. And for Zoe Hobbs personally, it's proof that the athlete who was once told to give up on this event just became the best in the entire Commonwealth. So here's the question I'll leave you with Hobbs saying she's in the best form of her career. What happens the next time she gets a fast track, warm weather, and a tailwind behind her? If you enjoyed this story, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more breaking coverage from the Commonwealth Games. We'll see you in the next one.